I'm scared. Good. Well, that's good.
And implied that his father was part of the JFK assassination plot by falsely tying him to Lee Harvey
Trump's
Oswald,
Twitter?
the assassin.
What? Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Why? What did he? Let's see.
He spread the wicked old witch at last is dead. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, oh witch, wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead.
Oh, this is a total non sequitur. This is not connected at all. This is no. We talked about this. Remember, we talked about this earlier. We said we were gonna watch some highlights later on in the stream. We were just gonna watch some random highlights from the Wizard of Oz. There's no correlation between these two events. Just no. Yeah, please. Shame on you. Shame on you. Why would you suggest that? That's really weird. It really was. It was an important film for how it had brought color into the mainstream. It wasn't the first film. Actually, I believe maybe it was where they actually, that moment where Dorothy right after the house had fallen to the ground, and then there's the color, all that. That's. Yeah. So that's the film set. Oh shit! Wild. Well, this is something to see. Yeah, this is history for sure. The president of United States has his account suspended. So that's wow. All right. Well, as I stated before, I think there's going to be two very vocal schools of thought on this subject. There's going to be the absolutists who are going to say this sets a very dangerous precedent, and if Donald Trump today, why not Richard Spencer tomorrow, or Nick Fuentes the next day? I mean, who knows who they'll come for next? You know, it could be any one of them, any one of those white nationalists. So there's that, and then there's going to be the other side, of which I think I'm going to probably align myself with, which says that again, Twitter is a private corporation. Because Twitter's a private corporation, they're beholden to their shareholders, and also the wild whims of Jack Dorsey. Yes, the man who lives in whale placentas. He's the one deciding whether or not we should have the free speech. So I'm sure a lot of you like the free speech. You want that. You can't get that from a company, because a company is not beholden to that. It has nothing to do with that for the company. It's just about the monies. That's what they care about, is the monies. So if you would like this precedent to stop being set by companies or corporations, then you might need to make them public utilities. That might have to be the pathway going forward, because the public forum is important. And nowadays we're interconnected. We have these new things, these shiny new toys, the internet, computers, remote controlled dildos. All these things exist. All this wonderful bounty that comes at the cost of immense human suffering. But anyways, we do have the bounty. It's wonderful. So part of that, of course, does mean though that we're gonna have to play with our toys in the right way. Bye, Trump. I guess that's a crab dance, isn't it? I guess, yeah, that's a crab dance. Sure. Because, I mean, Mussolini never had a muzzle. Neither did Hitler. Like Pol Pot never had a muzzle either. None of them did. There was no muzzle big enough that you could give any of them. But now that's a pretty significant muzzle that just occurred there. It's a permaban. Well, there you go. Bum 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 bum. I need a remix because I don't want to get dim cut, because I don't know if the crab dance song is kosher anymore. All right, crab flow, black, pink, a regular crab rave. Nothing to see here, folks. Wait, is this a creepypasta? This one looks weird. What's gonna happen? They let everyone use it? Oh, okay, nice. scared. Good. Well, that's good. Oh, way better. Way better. Way better. Yes. Yes. All right, chat. It's time to increase your size. Look at you. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. You've never looked better. I kind of just want to hear that whole Megalomania song now. Adios, Donald Trump. Goodbye. Goodbye. Like, one of the wildest things about all this is that, like, he just doesn't learn. He doesn't learn. He doesn't. They're like, okay, we're going to give you your powers back. And then right away, he's like, yes, well, the election was stolen. Just want you to remember, everyone should take up arms and storm the Capitol again right now for me. Do it for the glory of me. I also want like 1,000 statues. Every Confederate statue that's been taken down, replace it with a statue of Trump. I herewith decree. Holy shit. Twitter justification for the ban. Oh, here we go. The permanent suspension of @real Donald Trump. After a close review of the recent tweets from @RealDonaldTrump account and the context around them, specifically how they're being received and interpreted on and off Twitter, we have permanently suspended the account due to the risk of further incitement of violence. In the context of the horrific events this week, we made it clear on Wednesday that additional violations of the Twitter rules would potentially result in this very course of action. Our public interest framework exists to enable the public to hear from elected officials and world leaders directly. It is built on a principle that people will have the right to hold power to account in the open. However, we made it clear going back years that if these accounts are not above our rules entirely and cannot use Twitter to incite violence, among other things, we will continue to be transparent around our policies and their enforcement. The below is a comprehensive analysis of our policy approach in this case. Overview. Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be like a long legal shit. I was like, you might need to switch to legal for that one. All right. So let's just say that. On January 8th, 2021, President Donald J. Trump tweeted, "The 75 million great American patriots who voted for me, America First, and Make America Great Again will have a giant voice long into the future. They will not be disrespected or treated unfairly in any way, shape, or form." Shortly thereafter, the president tweeted, "To all those who have asked, I will not be going to the inauguration on January 20th. I hadn't even pieced together that this could be a message as in do it again. But that's pretty clear now. Due to the ongoing tensions in the United States and an uptick in global conversation in regards to the people who violently stormed the Capitol on January 6, 2021, these two tweets must be read in the context of broader events in the country and the ways in which the president's statements can be mobilized by different audiences, including to incite violence as well as the context of a pattern of behavior from this account in recent weeks. After assessing the language in these tweets against our glorification of violence policy, we have determined these tweets are in violation of our glorification of violence policy, and the user @RealDonaldTrump should be immediately permanently suspended from the service. Assessment. We assessed the two tweets referencing under was just one quick hold on.
Pause it.
Was Trump one of the biggest, if not the biggest account? The Kardashians are bigger than him, right? But it's enormous. I wonder what the value of his account was. Like, how much money did they just rip out of his hands? Yeah, Obama is bigger. That's true. Obama is bigger. Is Obama the biggest? Is that the biggest, the biggest one? Huh. By the way, saying that this was like a glorification of violence, Like, for the first time, we have noticed that Donald Trump has done a glorification of violence. Motherfucker, that was like most of his account for the past 4 years, especially. We have assessed the 2 tweets referenced above under our glorification of violence policy, which aims to prevent the glorification of violence that can inspire others to replicate violent acts, and determined that they were highly likely to encourage and inspire people to replicate the criminal acts that took place. Like, when the looting starts, the shooting starts? The determination is based on a number of factors, including President Trump's statement that he will not be attending the inauguration is being received by a number of supporters as further confirmation that the election was not legitimate, and is seen as him disavowing his previous claim via 2 tweets, 1 and 2, by his Deputy Chief of Staff, Dan Scavino, that there would be an orderly transition on January 20th. The second tweet may also serve as an encouragement to those potentially considering violent acts that the inauguration would be a safe target, as he will not be attending. That's the one I thought of. The use of the words American patriots to describe some of his supporters is also being interpreted as support for those committing violent acts at the U.S. Capitol. The mention of his supporters having a giant voice long into the future, and that they will not be disrespected or treated unfairly in any way, shape, or form, is being interpreted as further indication that President Trump does not plan to facilitate an orderly transition, and instead that he plans to continue to support, empower, and shield those who he believes won the election. Plans for future armed protests have already begun proliferating on and off Twitter, including a proposed secondary attack on the U.S. Capitol and state capitol buildings on January 17th, 2021. As such, our determination in that these 2 tweets above are likely to inspire others to replicate the violent acts that took place on January 6th, 2021, and that there are multiple indicators they are being received and understood as encouragement to do so. Wow. Well, before we get too carried away here, let's check out Parlay. That's Parlay, everybody. Oh, the Onion's already on it. Man, they work fast. I will not be censored, yells Trump, cheating himself to phone displaying Twitter homepage. Wow, that was fast. We apologize. There was an issue fetching the feed. We have been notified and are working to resolve this. Is Parler crashing? What's going down? I bet a lot of people are coming to Parler now. A lot of people are wondering. Oh, Rush Limbaugh has a Parler? I'll add you. Yo. My boy, the Prezi in this house yet? Parlay. Now let's see. A no person search results found for Donald Trump. Parler's down. Parler's straight up down. Like when you would search for Donald Trump before, all the like thousands of Donald Trump support accounts would pop up. Look at the top hashtags in Parler. Hashtag Biden cheated. Hashtag I'm imbeciles. Hashtag schools. Hashtag SCOTUS. Hashtag COVID. Hashtag voter fraud. Hashtag free market. Hashtag elections. Hashtag truth. Hashtag Texas. Oh, it's back. Donald Trump team. I wonder if this one's official in any capacity. Fuck, you are so slow, Parler. It is the most scuffed site. Even when it's working well, it's so fucking scuffed. Like, I don't feel bad for Nazis because I just never feel bad for Nazis, but still, it sucks that this is what you have to use every day. Learn to code. Yeah, I can't. I just don't have the patience. ADHD has riddled my brain. Mixed in with my patience on social media is next to nothing. So I'm sorry, Parler. I am going to click on hashtag tyranny and see what's going on. Or apparently I'm not. So, okay. Apple has threatened to ban Parler from the App Store. The social networking app favored by conservatives has been given 24 hours to institute a moderation policy. Oh, wow. Apple's given Parler. It's like the most beautiful chef's kiss about all this is, I'm sorry, motherfuckers, this is capitalism. Whoa, all these private corporations have monopolies and they're dictating what they want to do, and it's not going alongside our conservative values. What's happening? I was like, yeah, surprise, bitches. It's fucking capitalism. Apple's given Parler, the social network favored by conservative and extremists, an ultimatum to implement a full moderation plan of its platform within the next 24 hours or face expulsion from the App Store. In an email sent this morning obtained by BuzzFeed News, Apple wrote in that Parler's executives that there have been complaints that the service has been used to plan and coordinate the storming of the U.S. Capitol. Well, that's because it was. The insurrection left 5 people dead, including a police officer. We've received numerous complaints regarding objectionable content in your Parler service, accusations that the Parler app was used to plan, coordinate, and facilitate the illegal activities in Washington, D.C. on January 6, 2021 that led to, amongst other things, the loss of life. Yeah, no shit. Numerous injuries, the destruction of property, Apple wrote to Parler. The app has also appeared to continue to be used to plan and facilitate further illegal and dangerous activities. Yeah. They should have burned it down with her in it. Yes, I said it. Murdered. Say her name. Ashley Bobbitt. Like, That's say her name shit, like hijacking that hashtag, that is so ghoulish. That's like people being like, say his name, Osama bin Laden. Say his name, Osama bin Laden. Like, these are terrorists. They committed an act of terrorism. They're treasonous. Apple said that to ensure there's no interruption of availability on your app on the App Store, Parler was required to submit an update and a requested moderation improvement plan within 24 hours to date the message. An Apple spokesman declined to comment. On Parler CEO John Mays struck a defiant tone. We will not cave to the pressure from anti-competitive actors. We will. And of all, anti-competitive actors. Oh, yeah. Fuck, that's a bitch, ain't it? That's a bitch. Yeah, monopolies under capitalism, son. Yeah, they suck. They're the worst. We will and always have enforced our rules against violence and illegal activity, but we won't cave to politically motivated companies and those authoritarians who hate free speech, he wrote in a message. Anyone who buys an Apple phone is apparently a user. Apparently they know what is best for you by telling which apps you may and may not use. Damn. So Parler's just like, fuck it? Because if you're not on Apple iPhones, you just lost a lot of user base. That's a lot of human beings. Results for tyranny, none. You scuffed site. Parler sucks. It's so brutal. Oh man. Well, adios, Donald Trump. That's all I can say. It was horrible. It was just downright horrible.
What lies around the corner? Never knowing who's going to kill you. Are you the next one to be murked? You never know if it's a friend or a foe. If you want to see the biggest names in BreadTube and Left Twitch and Butterthing and I don't know the fucking names anymore, come see Left Among Us.
If you want us to advertise your channel or work, please go to weareserfs.com and email us a 20 to 30 second ad and we'll take it on to the end of one of our videos to help promote your leftist channel or progressive something. Whatever you do.
To our God, I'm Raft, Xander Corvus, and Schlatsky, we shall commit blood sacrifices in your honor. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, our lives are yours to command. To our lords, Jeffrey Lamb, Trevor R., Stephen, Hans Josephine, Poppy Nelson, Ryan Lubin, Jimothy K. Meeblebeeps Jr., we bow meekly for your pleasure. To our knights of the round table, Josh Mickelson, Dylan Bythe, Zach Christensen, Todd Buckingham, Todd Lajeunesse, Political Puppy, Jimmy Bignuts, Andreas Chitoro, Good Poon Hates Cops, That's Solid Poon Then, Dr. Zayas, Yoppie, Violent Orchard, Sophie Baby, Jack Darko, Thomas Barretton, J. Fraser Cartwright, Goofalankius, Melissa Murphy, Nicholas Marks, Alexander Thaler, Ali Rada Jaffer, Alex Gauvin, Radical Maniac, we salute you.